Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Every Day is Friday. Before we dive in, make sure you remember to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Let's get into it. Today, we're talking with Cauliflower the Clown, a one-of-a-kind entertainer who blends cosplay, theater, and a little bit of creepy fun to make people smile. He's the creator of the Eternal Circus and the World Dueling Federation, where Yu-Gi-Oh meets WWE Style entertainment. Let's dive in. Cauliflower, how you doing?
I am doing quite fantastic this evening. Just here deep down in the Eternal Circuits with my friends here, Eve and Adam right here behind me.
Good to see Steve and Adam. And for the listeners who may not be familiar with your line of work yet, can you give us a quick rundown of who you are and what you do?
Yes, I am Cauliflower of the Eternal Circus. I am a Duel-Tainer on TikTok. We play Yu-Gi-Oh! Specifically with a custom format. I've myself created a custom format known as the WDF format. It's a format where we can utilize and not have to use the meta of today's with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Meta that we have today.
Now, Cauliflower, it's always interesting to hear the why behind everyone's passions. I mean, how was the first time you ever dressed up as Cauliflower like?
Well, it's more of a transition before all this happened, this pretty mug. I used to have just regular black and white face paint. And then it kind of transitioned into this. It was more, I had this feeling. I wanted to do more. At first, this wasn't supposed to be, like this. In fact, it was supposed to be more of a creepy clown. Like if you see something like on It or, how do I say, Terrifier or something like that. I didn't want to go that too far, but it just didn't sit right with me. So I was thinking, well, I do like the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland, or Wonderland. And so I thought, well, maybe I could get something kind of like that going as well. And so this is where the jacket, colonial jacket, the hat, the hair, and the nose, that's where it all came into fruition.
Now, how would you explain the Internal Circus to someone who's never seen it before?
Well, the Eternal Circus is more of a mindset. It's always been something that I've been wanting to do. I wanted to take people who were shy, who were invisible, that someone like you yourself or someone out there, you would walk down the street and you wouldn't even say, oh, well, this person's invisible. You wouldn't be able to think of nothing about this person because this person, you just pass them by. But when I put on this, I become unique. I become an entertainer. I become someone great. And so that's what I've looked for, a diamond in the dust. I want to take someone who is shy, someone who is not that much entertaining, and make them blossom. And that's what I've done with a few people in the Eternal Circus. It's one of something my passion, to help those and put a smile on people's faces.
Passion goes so far with so many people. And how do you mix creepy and fun without going too far either way?
I try to take the mindset. I don't know if you're much of a WWE fan, but there was a guy by the name of Bray Wyatt, rest his soul. He's kind of an inspiration to all of this. I wanted to take his ideas and kind of help and build my own, and it helped mold me into the person that I am to now. So I don't try to go too scary because I'm not, I'm a scaredy cat. I see something and it causes me to jump out of the corner of my eye. So I don't want to go too scary, but kind of putting forth the clown and the dark tone. It's more of a, how do I say it? A mindset. Eerie mindset.
No, that twist makes it way more than just a standard duel. I mean, how does like WWE style storytelling fit into the Yu-Gi-Oh card playing?
See, at first, Yu-Gi-Oh! The TCG is just more of a sitting down, going back and forth, shooting off combos. But for Duel-Tainers, we ourselves, we're live on TikTok. And I'll show you my dual disc as well. I have a dual disc. This is what we use to play Yu-Gi-Oh! On. It will be live in front. You're going to see the dual disc on my arm. You'll see my cards. Now, of course, you could sit there and you just play the card game. But you want to put more into it. You want to put more theatricals into it. You don't want to just stand there and be, well, I play this card, and then I play this card. No, you want to be like, I myself, a Cauliflower the Clown, I will play the Abyss Acting Evil Heel in attack mode. See how much more of a flair that is? It's more entertaining than sitting there and I play Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Yeah, that is really impressive. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh, a lot of people don't even know how to play, and you just turned it into your own type of game.
Oh yes, we've created the format itself. We do have alternate formats that are a little bit more lighthearted than the actual TCG game. We do play, it's called Duel-Tainer format. It's a format that's been created by a group of people. It's more of a easier. We don't go into the full mechanics of the game itself. It's more lighthearted. So we have a tier list, and on top of that, we also have a ban list where we're pretty much saying, hey, these are the cards that you can play, so that way you're not shooting off a 5 minute combo and boring people out of the the seat.
Yeah, what's one of the most memorable matches or performances you've had as a Cauliflower when you're dueling?
Well, I would believe one of my more let's think. There was a man whose name is Nimnim. He's Gage. He's a Yugi tuber. I was able to duel him live. He was playing Goat format. I played with my Duel-Tainer format deck at the time. It was more of one of my more peak because Gage is a pretty much big deal in the community, Yu-Gi-Oh community. And so getting to see him and all the followers and the viewers that he has, and they letting them introduce me as Cauliflower the Clown, it was something very passionate involved. It's something that it felt like, I was going somewhere, that I was doing something. I wasn't just wasting my time.
Now, Cauliflower the Clown, I mean, do you make your deck for Yu-Gi-Oh to like do you make your deck for Yu-Gi-Oh to be someone as like together as Cauliflower the Clown?
Well, I try to take each individual persona as an idea for a deck. So I myself, Cauliflower the Clown, I use a deck known as the Abyss Actors. It's a more theatrical deck, a more dramatic deck. So that way I kind of get the idea about what I want and how my persona reflects that. And then I'll put that into motion when I build a deck. Yes, you want to get competitive in a way. You want to add cards that, are going to at least keep you around in the duel. You don't want to just go, oh, I'm going to lose. You want to actually build something that you can, put a show on for people. And then you also want to get an opponent that will do the same thing. Because if you don't, well, you're just sitting there and you're just watching them play for 5 minutes and then you can't do anything. So it's more persona based, just like me. You got people, I got a guy who is in the Eternal Circus himself. His name is the Butler. He has been able to, create. He was one of my, a good friend of mine that I helped bring in. He was shy at first, He had that very dull tone, like, oh, well, I'm going to go play. He wasn't sure of himself. And so I was told him, I said, the best way to be able to push yourself is to not be shy. You have to push yourself out there to be better and use your voice. Because if you don't utilize your vocals, what's going to happen is you're going to just get into a very flat line. So you have to be able to amplify your voice, put enunciation on your voice, so that way people can understand, oh, he actually means what he's saying, instead of, oh, well, I play this in attack mode. No, you be like, I play this in attack mode, because I put more force into my voice. It's more believable to the audience.
That's such a good point, and how you make your deck to go with Cauliflower the Clown. I mean, do you think the audience comes for more of the duel or the performance?
There, we do have people who are very try-hard TCG players. They find it interesting because it's very cringe. Seeing someone like a clown himself standing there playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I myself like, oh, it is pretty cringe, but it's fun. I do got a crowd of people who are very much, they think like me in a way, because, or they're like me at first. They were shy. They didn't know who they were. And they relate. So they come in droves to the Eternal Circus. And I'll put on a show for every single one of them. And they can look deep inside of myself, because when I put on a show, I mean what I do. And people watch it, and they enjoy it. That's what they come for. They come for the entertainment. They don't come for the card game. I could do other things, and they'll come for the entertainment. Just like in WWE. Of course they come for the wrestling part, but they also come for the stories, the entertainment. Because we all just want to be entertained. You yourself, I'm pretty sure you love to watch movies. You love to watch shows, do you not?
I do.
So you want to be entertained. You don't want to watch something that's pretty boring. You want to watch something that's going to captivate you, to catch your eye. And this is pretty captivating, if I must say.
Can you unpack that for me, Cauliflower the Clown? I mean, how do you make Yu-Gi-Oh fun for people who may not know the rules?
So you got to react. It's all about reaction. So if you were going for an attack and you'd be like, oh, I'm going to attack you, Cauliflower, with my blue eyes white dragon. You will put power into that phrase. You will make a boss attack name. So that's White Lightning, which is Blue Eyes White Dragon's attack. I attack you, my Blue Eyes White Dragon, with White Lightning. Then I will reciprocate that. Instead of being like, oh, well, I just took 3,000 damage to the face. I'd be like, oh, oh, you got me on that one. But I can also be reactive, like, ha, you think that you have finally got me with that attack? But no, because I got a trick under my sleeve. I activate my trap card, Magical Cylinders. What ended up happening there was, instead of just activating your trap card, I make it a big deal. I let people see it. That's what drives people. The back and forth, the reactions, me being able to talk to you and you back, so people understand what's going on.
Yeah, you collide that WWE style storytelling with Yu-Gi-Oh, and it becomes a great show.
Oh, yes, it does. I enjoyed it. We had a whole entire community of people who participate in the theatrical to the stories. They all enjoy it. We ended up making the World Dueling Federation mostly because the community itself had gotten pretty stale. Pretty much people were scheduling duels and just having duels. There was no build up to it. So that's what I started doing. I started the call outs. I would pick you as an opponent, and I'll make a video on you. I'm like a creepy, I think you've seen one of my videos. If you haven't, it's at the Eternal Circus on TikTok. But you were able to see how I was kind of talking to my opponent. I was like, oh, well, for instance, let's say Yaman. Yaman Yugi is a Yu-Gi-Oh player in the community. Yaman Yugi. Let me tell you, I'm not really happy about how things have been going on in this community. You yourself, you think it's okay to challenge the Eternal Circus to a duel. Well, I accept your challenge, and it's going to be a no-holds-bar match, which means no ban list, which is kind of like, any card in the game that you can use. It's pretty much fun. You have your own little set house rules.
Now, Cauliflower, where do you see the World Dueling Federation going in the next 5 years?
What I would like to do is get a crew of people who participate in Yu-Gi-Oh! Live Duels who are more theatrical. People who want to put more on a show and it's not play just the card game itself. So that way we would be able to have weekly shows. Just like with Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, we could have Monday Night Duels and pay-per-views and stuff like that. So that way we can actually have good back and forth storylines. And for me to be able to do that, we have to open up to the world. That's where the Eternal Circuses came in. We captivate the people. We bring the people in. They see how we are, and so we will put that into action.
Yeah, how do you plan on growing your the Internal Circus outside of TikTok?
I like to look at connections. I'll try to find people who I find entertaining, who I find interesting, who can help me, and then I can help them as well. I can help them grow, they can help me grow, and then we go ahead and spread. You have to do a lot of advertising when it comes to, content creation. I have ideas and plans of doing YouTube with Twitch. At first, okay, yes, I'm on TikTok mostly right now because it's more easier to interact with people and to also captivate others. But I want to be able to grow. That means advertising outside on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook or places like that so people can see more of the Eternal Circus, more of the World Dueling Federation.
Now, Cauliflower, how would you call me out for a duel on Every Day is Friday?
Well, Matthew, what I would actually do is, think about that. Matthew, Matthew, I can see it in your eyes right now. You're captivated. You don't understand it, but soon you will. Because I know deep down you're just like everybody else. You desire to see the light. That light at the end of the tunnel. It has me there. And I'm waiting to take you into a grander world, somewhere amazing, somewhere great. I could go ahead and give you the cards, I can go ahead and give you the duel disc, but I can make you an entertainer. I can make you someone better than you are now. All you have to do is let me in. And then I'll just make creepy music and then, send it to you and you'll just go, ooh, well, that's rather creepy. But I like it. It's interesting. Intrigue me.
Now what's no? That's Duel. Let's Duel right now. I don't
Oh,
have
let's
any
go. I
cards
got
on me.
noticed.
What skills have you learned from being a Cauliflower?
What skills? So I would have to say more of being able to put myself out there. Like beforehand, I was a pretty shy guy. I didn't talk. I didn't communicate much with people. But then it taught me, Cauliflower taught me to not worry about what other people think, to be myself. And so this is where I am now. I mean, I didn't wake up one day and say, hey, I'm going to put on orange hair and a red nose and act like a clown in front of thousands of people. No, it came slowly. But as it grew, Cauliflower the Clown became more real to me. And I awoken something inside of me. And now it feels real to me. It's something that I want other people to witness. I want other people to enjoy as well.
Yeah, those moments make work feel worth it. I mean, have you ever gotten a reaction from a fan?
Oh yes, all the time. We have people messaging me, I want to join the Eternal Circus. How do I join? I want to join the World Dueling Federation. How do I join? I just simply tell them, make a call out video. Bring attention. That's how you track people in. You want to captivate people. You want to entertain people. Catch my attention. Make me entertained. And we'll work something out. But if you just, plain Jane sit there and like, I'm going to go ahead and challenge the Eternal Circus. And I'm going to go ahead and beat him. More than likely, I'm not going to pay any attention to you. Because mostly, I want to enjoy it. I want to have a good back and forth duel. I don't want to be standing there for 5 minutes like, oh, when is my turn going to come? And so when I go ahead and start, the game is already over because you stopped me doing whatever I'm going to do.
No, you want someone to be like, let's duel,
Oh, yes. I want someone just as cringy as I am.
Cauliflower, this is the part of the show. This is the Friday mindset part of the show. I want to dig into your journey, the moments that have shaped you. I mean, what's been the best piece of advice you've ever received?
The best advice is to never be afraid to be different. We're all sit here and we're all told to do this, to do this, to act like this, to act like that. We're all put in this box. And we're told not to leave that box. Well, I've always had this mentality. My father had told me, don't be afraid to break that box, to escape from the box and become something different. I took that into a mindset, and that's what I did. I became something different, something newer. And it's helped me. And it's helped a lot of other people too. Not being afraid to be different.
I love that. That's a great takeaway. Not being afraid to be different and think outside the box, be bigger than the box. And, it's just those small wins you stack on top of each other that mold, that really craft into who you are.
Yes, I've enjoyed it quite well here. That's how I try to put into the Eternal Circus. That's what I try to tell every single person that comes and is interested in the Eternal Circus. I will tell them, think outside the box. Don't just think in the middle. If someone gives me a video and they're saying, hey, what do you think about this? Should I post this? I think, what can we do to make it better? What can we do to make it more entertaining? And I'll give them pointers and they will put that into work. And then we'll post it and it works. It brings in the people.
No, 100%. What's one truth about life you wish more people understood?
One truth about life. Oh, I try to live day to day. I don't want to try to worry about, you know, what goes on to the future. But always wake up and look at yourself in the mirror and start out with something positive. Say something positive about yourself. Keep saying it until you believe it. So if you want to have a good job, if you want a good job, you wake up and voice your words. They have power. You go look into the mirror and you think, oh, I want a new job. I want to make money. I want a new job. So you go into the mirror and you keep saying it over and over. Soon, your mind itself will believe it. They will know that I want a new job that makes more money. So I'm going to work harder in order to be able to achieve that dream, to be able to achieve what I'm actually saying. It's more of a mindset. You're fooling your mind into thinking that this is how it's supposed to be. It's the same with losing weight. If you want to lose weight, you go to the mirror. Yeah, of course, you people have, urges and they have, addictions and temptations. But a lot of that is mental stuff. You have the power over your own mind. Don't forget that. Many people think, oh, I can't help myself, but you can help yourself because it's your own mind. Of course, I mean, there's other stuff involved, but we're not going to get onto all that. But if it's like, I want to stop drinking soda, I'm going to tell myself, cauliflower, you're getting fat. Put that soda down. Keep thinking, I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to eat healthier. I'm going to do better and put that into work. Put it into action. Starts out mental, then it becomes physical.
Cauliflower, what is the biggest driving factor for success in your career?
My family. I mean, I don't want to get out of it. And because, I'm Cauliflower the Clown and I'm dressing as Cauliflower the Clown. But there is someone else inside, someone deeper inside. That person goes today to work just like every single person out there. They go to a job, they work, they do things. I have a family, I have children. Of course, it's, ooh, Papa's a clown. So, but I think of them. I want to be able to make their lives better. I want to help them grow. So that's what I plan to do. I want to grow myself, but I want to make a life better for them. So that's what I try to think of every single time I go live. Every time I go to work, I think of my family. What can I do to make their lives better? And so that's what I do.
Yeah, that
Have
makes
a
a
little
lot
fun
of
at it too.
sense. That makes a lot of sense. And the show is called Every Day is Friday, and Friday has a special energy, whether it's freedom, excitement, or just feeling of accomplishment from a long week. Cauliflower, I just really want to hear from you. What does Friday mean to you?
Friday itself means a chance to rest, a chance to be able to sit down, go and do what I want to do, to be myself, not have to go through every single day being, I'm supposed to do this, this, and this. But Friday means being able to take a break, to relax, to enjoy yourself.
No, yes, that is what Every Day is Friday is all about. And this is your chance to leave the listeners with something powerful.
Oh, yes, what I'll try to leave with everybody is never be afraid to be yourself. If you think that nobody's standing there behind you, there's always someone out there that always thinks of you. And this world is always going to give you pretty much a hard time. But you don't have to make it a hard time. You can live this life for the fullest if you so choose to. You just got to allow yourself to let it in. Allow yourself to be able to think outside of that box that we were speaking of earlier and become broader and wider. Open your mind, open your eyes, and become somebody different. Sometimes. Not all the time.
And all your information will be in the description down below. I want to make sure that people know where to find you. Where can people follow and support your work?
Oh, if you go to TikTok and just type in the Eternal Circus, you'll be able to find us. We have a huge community of people here at the Duel-Tainer community. We all like to put on shows. We all go live. If you are interested in playing Yu-Gi-Oh, we offer to teach you and to show you as well. We have a lot of people who are very eager to have people. We have people who do art. We have people who do music. We have people who do all kinds of sorts of things in the community itself. It's not just one group, the World Dueling Federation. No, we have tons of people. People who are scattered all across the web itself. If you wish to go, just reach out to the Eternal Circus and I can help you find your way down that path.
Cauliflower, I appreciate you being here. I know the listeners got a lot of value out of this. It's been an awesome conversation.
Oh, I enjoy you having me here. I've been watching your videos from time to time, and I quite say I do enjoy them. I've seen a couple clowns as well. I think this makes what, your third clown?
Yes, it is. I'm pretty big in the clown community now.
Oh yes, yes, that's how I found you, from the clown community. Even though I'm not part of the clown community that much.
No, thank you for sharing your stories and experiences. And to everyone listening, stay tuned for more amazing stories on Every Day is Friday. If you enjoyed this, make sure to follow, share, and keep that Every Day is Friday mindset going. Stay inspired and make every day feel like Friday. Till next time, everybody.
I'll see you later.